Hello, Surreal Sentients. Good evening from the Netherlands. And oh, a sunny day it was, but cold. The wind was so cold, so extremely cold. I went out with my daughter for some groceries, and we came back, and we were all stiff. But we had our tea, and we warmed up. And now all warmed up for a new episode of Lifelines. And we will continue the drawing from last episode where we draw lines, we draw a pants, and we draw a cylinder. So I got my random box, I got my gear. Shall I go over my gear one more time? I got the pencils, three of them. I have a 4B, a 7B, and an H. Got my stick. If I need to lean and don't want to smudge, I can make that. I have a flexible eraser. I have a hard eraser, and I have an electric eraser. I have a sharpener, just a simple sharpener, and mounted on my desk. You can just see it here in the corner, maybe. A swing. I got my brush to get excess dust or something. I have sandpaper, and yeah, I'm missing my doozles, my glasses, so I can see everything sharp, and of course a nice cup of tea. This evening I have a jasmine tea, and yeah, with a little bit of honey. Yeah. So I would say let's go dive into it. This was the drawing where we left it last week. It's sprayed, so everything that you see we need to use, we cannot erase it anymore, or very difficultly, with a lot of difficulty. I signed it, and now we will expand on this. If you hear some noise, my daughter is here next to me. She is also drawing, so, but it's not for. So let's see. So, and the first word of this evening is an orchid. It's not even Dutch. It's but it's an orchid. Long live dyslexia. An orchid. Ooh. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What we can do is we can maybe move it from here with a nice bow. We turn the paper a little bit. Something like this. Is that a nice? Yeah. And then we can one leaf here behind. My stick is in the way. Let me put that away a little bit. I need a little bit more space. I'm so sorry. Yeah. And one leaf, and then another leaf will. Can we do that, or can't we? We can't erase that, so that will be very hard. No, we cannot put anything in front of it, that's for sure. Like that. Good. So only the branch of the flower will go here. So then we can maybe put another leaf behind here. Like this. And we got a nerve in here. This is pretty dark, so we will immediately start a little bit of shadow here. Just an indication for where everything is. Sharpen my point a little bit with the sandpaper so I can it's a little bit messy here. Get that straight. Like that. Then we have still that line here from that other leaf that I didn't want. Sorry people, a little bit of noise. Ooh, my head is constantly in front of the camera, so here to catch the light again, so you can have a little bit more. Then we take the electric razor. Let me clean that point as well, because and then like that. Then we have that other leaf. Let's make it a little bit even darker. And now we can use this 7B to attach it even more. Make it just a little bit pop. Very gentle. Very, very gentle. I want to have a very sharp point for this. Like that. Then it falls over the pans, so it comes out of it like that. But we still don't have an organ. Let's see, where do we dig the organ? Dalia, kan je wat zachter doen?
Ja.
Something like this. And I use my pencil very, very lightly, just to make it a little bit alive. I need to clean it up a little bit here. Just leave something like this. putting dots in, and with the flexible eraser I'll make those dots in the center a little bit lighter, so it's more like a gradient. And then I give a little bit of accents with the 7B. And I give on the borders, and I give it a little bit of a color, so it's not all empty. So you have a beginning of the leaf and an ending of the leaf instead of a line, because we don't want to have a line. Sorry, cover your ears. Here comes a little bit of noise. Sorry about that. One more good? Or shall we make another one? Or shall we take a new word? So, and everything I draw is out of top of my mind. No image, no references. It's really just top of mind, so it's not always realistic or correct for that matter, but it's just for the joy of drawing. Something like this. But as you follow me for a little bit longer, you know that now we have an orchid, but with the next word the orchid can be something completely different. And I don't know, but I don't see my chat. Why don't I see my chat? Let me get something here. Can we go here? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. don't think I can. Where's the chat? Ah, here. Yes, here's the chat. Sometimes it's I'm start to getting old. I feel to get old because I need to search for those things more and more. Okay, now it's very quiet on the chat, so all the effort for nothing. All the effort for nothing. But, mm, mm, mm. Goed zo. So, okay, let's see. We are going for the next word. Yes. And the next word is tape. So we need to make some plakband tape. Let's see. How are we going to do this? Tape. Tape. So a little bit of tape here. Like this. And then sometimes you have like that. Tape. Something like this. Should we make another tape? Maybe we can also tape here. There's the same way. That doesn't work. That contradicts. That contradicts. That contradicts too much. That contradicts too much. Can we do something more with tape? Inside the cylinder is less light, so a little bit darker there. I don't know, maybe a little tape on there. Let it crawl back here on the sides. Huh? So we have the feeling the tape is a little bit loose. Why did we have tape there? I don't know. That's the beauty thing of surrealism. It's, you can do whatever you want. You feel like, what are we going to do? How do we going to solve this? And sometimes it's really hard to solve. Like tape. Yeah. How? I don't know. That gives a block. You know, writers have a block, a writer's block. Artists has also sometimes a block, but to put yourself into a block like this by taking a random word and put it into a drawing, you learn to overcome that block. So, yeah. Sorry, cover your ears. Sorry. I went this Saturday. I went to Banksy. There's a show here in Rotterdam, Banksy, and it was really nice. Yes, it was. It was really nice. And if you live here or near, or you are able to come to Rotterdam, that's really a good advice to visit. It's a nice exposition. A lot of background information. I really liked it. It was too busy, but maybe it was me because it was Valentine, so maybe that was not so smart, but hey. Over de grond kruipen, zo naar de wc snel dan. En de deur achter je dicht doen voordat je naar de wc gaat. So. Yeah, I think this is our tape. This is our tape. Okay. What time is it? It's half, so we have time for a third. We have time for a third. So we had an orchid and we had tape. I want to do them. Yes. just one. And the next word is scissors. We're going to cut the tape. How are we going to do the scissors? How do we going to put in a schaar? Nice Dutch, right? Scissors. It flows in the mouth. Scissors. And if you say in Dutch, schaar. Yeah. I want to do something here. There needs to be done something here because it feels a little bit out of balance. But to put a scissor in, I need to go over this, and I can't because this is fixed. I fixated it. So I created another block. So what can we do? How much can we remove from there? Let me see, where should it, we're just going to try it. So, and I need a little bit of a ruler here. I think this is a little bit too short, so I will grab a longer one. Long enough. So I want the scissor to go something here on the point to there, like that, and then I want the other half to be here. And be like this. Let me try to see if I can remove a little bit here. I hope you can see it. It's pretty light, but let me get it up a little bit, like here, like that. And I will get my, here needs to be the bolt of the scissor, and that's a very heavy dark graphite, what we already fixed. So I'm going to see how much can we remove. Ooh, that's going better than I thought. It's not completely, but and then yes, and then there, no, because to be fair, this is going better than I expected. It's also so soft. It's really like oh, stuffed and a new stuffed animal. So like that. Then we go with the darken it. And then we can make here. And then I will pick up a little bit of dark from here. So I have a little bit more to work with. Like this. Then we have one part of the scissor, and again I will use from the sandpaper like that, and then yeah. Like that. And then we need to make a decision, because here in this leg of the scissor I put it through the pants, so maybe I need to do that even better, like this. here I will a little bit more darkness, so I put a little bit 7B into it, and because it's so nice and soft we can smudge it. That's so nice. Like that. But the decision I needed to make, sorry, I changed my mind while I was explaining, rubber ducking, as we call that in programming. Programming is that you write code for a computer. Yeah, it will be legacy soon. Shall we go it in front of this other leg? Shall we go it to in front, because it's half on. The pen falls half behind the leg of the scissor, so getting through it will be a little bit difficult. So no, we keep it in front. We keep it in front. So we need to erase more from the old drawing. Let me get a little bit more. Ooh. Of the eraser. This is, by the way, just a normal hard eraser, like like this, only very small. And you can use sandpaper to clean it if you need to. I have fun, Surreal Sentience. I have a lot of fun. I hope you do as well, and I hope you do along with me, so you can. And I love to see. I've seen people who joined me and showed their drawings, and it's nice. It's nice. I was unable to share them, but if you have, and I would like to show here on the live stream what you make out of these words, how you draw along. So let me know in the comments where I can find your work by drawing. Okay, a scissor is not a scissor if we don't have any holding, so we need to have something to hold our fingers in. Something like this, and then we're going to clean it up. Oh, it seems my razor hit the more than I was planning to. So let's bring everything a little bit back here. I don't know, it's a little bit out of shape I think, but hey, you can cut something with it. That's the most important part, I think. Like this, to give it a little bit body. Then this is of course a little bit here. Here we have also a little bit light, dark. Something like this. So it is a little bit not too important, but just a little bit of depth and bring it a little bit to life. So it's not just lines. I want to make it a lot of detail, so because I'm afraid it will be a little bit heavy and I don't like the shapes, so a little bit more metal look here upstairs and here as well, because we didn't fix, we didn't finish that yet. There you go. I added a scissor into our drawing of today. So, as you can see, again, 3 words. Today we started with the orchid, then we had tape, so we added 2 tapes. A tape to hold some kind of paper, I guess, or something, and a tape to hold the cylinder. The orchid grows all the way through, and we have a scissor that is going weird around the pants, and because it is a little bit weird here, I'm making a little bit more. color to the pens, so it is not as strange as it is. Like this. So, what do you think? Is it finished or is it not? I don't think it is. I think we can make this better. We have a lot of space left. We only have like a quarter or 1/3 of the whole paper. So, and I really like where it's going. So I would like to continue this one. So, but we are going to sign it. But before I do, I want to do something a little bit here with the H. I planned it in my head, but I didn't do it. So, a little bit more. A little bit more. So, like that. Now we're going to sign it, and we're going to sign it here, and today is the 18th, so 1/8/02/2026, and the paragraph. I give you the drawing of episode 19 of Lifelines Online. I want to thank you. If you don't follow me, please follow. I come every 2 weeks with a live stream, and we go random words, top of mind, and go with the flow. And I hope you will join me. Meantime, if you want more background about my art, like that work, for example, go visit my website mvbeks.com, and like my initials, and you can find way more information there, and more about my work. So I see you next time in 2 weeks. Thank you for your time, and namaste.